Pixeldale was sold as a southwest coastal dream, but as population exploded, the idyllic scenery had to make way for the reality of cityhood. Today we are building the part of the town the postcodes ignore, the gritty housing estates. We're moving away from the clean Cities Skylines 2 look and embracing the grey, the grit and the functional beauty of a real British council project. The new Audi that had just moved into Pixeldale found itself struggling to get customers as the estate wasn't built ready. This led to its foreclosure, and Lidl soon purchased the land. Lidl bought this land with the promise from the council that their new housing estate would have been built within the year. So as customers still flocked to buy their goods, they watched on in excitement and anticipation. The plan was simple: get as many houses into the area as they could afford, get as many people as close to the shops and in the city as they could manage. Close-knit terrace housing made the perfect solution to Pixeldale's problems, and people soon moved in to find their new houses right alongside the motorway. The town planners had an idea to bring down houses. The people planning the town knew the space between Lidl and the motorway was very limited. This led to the council having to come up with ingenious ways to really use the space. Having a plan is one thing, it working perfectly is a totally different ballgame. The main focus for the new estate was connectivity, making it easy for pedestrians to get from one point to another. Still, the Terrace housing took centre stage. Trees were lined along the edge of the motorway. The forest would add a natural barrier for the noise and pollution from the cars driving past. A cosy little hamlet in the hills. The designers put the residents' safety as their first priority, making sure the retaining walls around the town were perfectly safe for all residents. Small parks were erected in the town to give good reason for citizens to venture out of their homes. As people moved in, their needs became a lot more obvious. The need for entertainment, recreation. A place designed with such good intentions, as if the health of the residents was the only thing. With space being so limited, council thought about every hill, no matter how close to the motorway. This led to a lot of weird decisions and arguments within the council, as people had never been subjected to living so close together before. As more houses built up and people continued moving in, Lidl saw wise on their investment and decided to make their area slightly more appealing to the new people moving in. Firstly, they redesigned the road to give drivers an easier way of navigating their stores, with one way in and one way out. The path had never been clearer. Now, the landscaping was a joint effort from both the council and from Lidl themselves. Their trademark lining of the streets with bushes to really beautify any area. Trees in this area made more sense to be more meaningfully placed. With the new flux of customers, Lidl had more budget to grow. This gave them enough influence to get the council to remove the local traffic lights to help with traffic flow in and out of their car park. They also completed an alleyway around the back of the store to help with the delivery and loading of goods. Parks were really the main focus for the council to make sure the citizens were nicely distracted. All the work the council had done, all the beautifying of the area, making the residents feel really at home, soon became a stark juxtaposition to the area that they lived in. Parks and pavements cracked as weather took its effects. Kids on bikes tore up at the park at their first opportunity, leaving mess and debris everywhere. Kids turned to graffiti to mark the locations as if they were tribal. The people were good, they were just bored. This is truly Britain. Even with all the problems this little town has had, there was still a hustle and a bustle on the streets. People still sat in traffic to shoot to work. This little British estate has grown steadily. With that, small businesses flocked to either help calm the inhabitants or seek a small fortune. The local news agents thought this the perfect spot to set up shop. Smithy's off-license and newsagents, soon to become the hub of a brand new industry change within Pixeldale. You can see through that's so funny. Through the industry, you can see through the demanding cargo just how influential mail will be for this young, prosperous city. The new estate just kept ticking along. Parks were placed, trees were built, concrete was laid. The new urban jungle of Pixeldale was expanded. Guys, I think that's going to do it for today. I hope you've really enjoyed this storytelling episode. If you do like this kind of format, please let me know in the comments. If not, we'll stick back to our original style. I'm really looking forward to see how this city develops and what else we can really hone in on the British idea. when we come back, we're going to have to tackle the British traffic and really help integrate this new town into our city. Will the newsagents or Lidl be able to really thrive in this new economy? We'll find all that out and more in the next episode. Thank you all for watching. I've been Pixeltide. This has been Pixeldale. Peace.